Yes.
Call the meeting to order at 7:01. Do roll call. Ken? Here. Gordy Anderson. Here. Janice Olson.
Here.
Matt Lauzard is here. Mary Beth Tillman.
Here.
Paul Ellers is not here. Jessica Casino is here. If I could have everybody stand and face the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Minutes of the previous board meeting, we have the regular board meeting and the board of review.
Would you please remember there's a fan going, so it's hard to hear, just for our sake and for yours.
I can yell at you.
We can move closer.
Should I move closer?
Anybody that is having trouble hearing, move closer too.
I have a fan won't be in your ear then. Let's see how that goes. Want me to sit up there with you?
Yeah. Okay, we'll all go up front.
All right, so
Sorry,
everybody
I'll
on
be
the
right
board,
I'll
yell.
be right here.
So we have two sets of minutes. We have a board meeting, a regular board meeting, and the board of review. We have a motion to approve. Second motion. The motion is made and seconded to approve both sets of minutes. Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say aye. No opposed. The clerk's report.
Ballots have been going out for the absentee ballots requests. So that's been set. We do have a schedule set up for our election inspection inspector, so that's ready to go too. And as well.
Thank you. The treasurer's report. Treasurer's report.
Make motion to accept the treasurer's report.
No second.
Is there any discussion? Motion has been made and seconded to approve the treasurer's report. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say aye. No opposed. Board comments?
I'd like to say double kudos to the Home Football Club for having an event with the fireworks and the fifth flag on the one weekend. So kudos for it.
I agree.
They had nothing but good comments on both these events.
And I'd like to say congratulations on behalf of the board. Baby George.
Thank you. I have one comment. I forgot to put the fish shed dumpster. They requested us taking that up to see if we would approve having that at our recycle center. I forgot to put it on the agenda, so I'm gonna call a special board meeting for Thursday. Can you guys be there?
What time?
7, I would.
7?
Ask.
Okay.
7
In the morning.
at night.
You want to go with 5?
Yeah, I'll be gone.
What time then?
Let's shoot for 7 in the morning. Or 8. Sometime before we go. I'm about 1,000 miles.
Um,
Well, I can do this. I can get it going together. And
That'll be good tomorrow.
we don't have time to put the agenda up. So you can be here? And you can be here? All right, well, that's three of us, hopefully Paul can be here, so
So it's Thursday.
Thursday at 7 p.m.
At 7 p.m.
Yeah, so I don't know if
Yep.
What's that?
it's getting all to be married.
Well, yeah, but there's still three of us, so
Yeah.
that's enough, but hopefully.
7 o'clock.
Any other board comments? Correspondence? Committee reports? Sanitary district, you have a report?
Yeah, a quick report. Spoke with the engineer and I spoke with Monica Bagley. She's the finance officer from the DNR. We've decided to modify our plans. So we're gonna try to do it in phases. We're going to try to put the line to the lake in first. We're looking at the right of way on Jack Pine Road. And then we have to go through one property owner, and it's my job to find someone who knows that property owner. I can't remember his name, I don't know him. But he's a dentist that lives out on Spirit Point. So that's what we're gonna do. Monica seems to be okay with that. The grant lady from Washington, who's a subcontractor, thinks that's okay too. Because we just don't have enough money to build the whole plant at one time. Can't do it. No way. So we're gonna do it piecemeal and try to end up owing the DNR no more than $1 million a year. So that's our current plan, the sanitary district. And we're planning on serving just citizens within the town of Bell when we get to the point where we're at capacity.
Thank you, Mark. Public comments? Yes.
I'd like to announce that the Cornucopia Community Library's second Meet the Author series will commence and be presented this Sunday, July 19th at 2 p.m. Our own local author, Sadie Hessikin, will be the presenter this Sunday, 2 p.m. She will be talking about her current book. She will be available afterwards to sign copies of her book, and refreshments will be served.
Thank you. Yes.
I have some comments about the closing of Superior Avenue, right? Have to do that now, or can I wait until that was actually?
Yeah, now would be the time.
Okay, last year when you guys closed the roads early, I think all identified contests about $2,500 in sales to be down that day. And it just wasn't super well attended, like not to the point where we needed to close up the street. If you guys look back over some of your photos and your videos from that day, it really feels like everyone could have been accommodated in the lawn and in the safe area.
Thank you. Any other public comments? Yes, maybe.
I just wanted to state that Conjo did put in a request to close the street from Elm Street to a little bit past our building, or right, basically where Conjo's ends, right between us and the post office, for 6 p.m. until around midnight, the day of Cornucopia Day. And I believe last year, I did post, I know the video you're talking about, that was early in the day. I sent an email to the town today, to the board, that better reflects the attendance, and also explains more in depth what our goal and like the intention with that event was. So hopefully you guys had a chance to read it, and I hope you will consider our request.
Is there any other public comments? Matt?
Is going to be getting the culvert. Let's put it, the structure that we're going to be putting underneath Mountain Road, the Siskiyou River crossing on Mountain Road, delivered tomorrow. So if we get it assembled, we're going to start the installation next week. So next week, starting Monday, if everything is assigned right. We're gonna close down Mountain Road for, just plan on the entire week, but we're hoping to have it done before then. So accordingly, roads will be closed. And that's, well, one other public comment. I need a new computer and I need some tech support to help get on my computer.
Public comments? Yes.
I don't know if it's my time to speak, but I've just been learning about something the last couple of weeks. There's a thing called flock cameras. They're starting to go up everywhere. I think they're privately owned, like big tech corporations. For instance, there's like 3 of them in Red Cliff, one at the roundabout down Ashland, one in Iron River. Superior doesn't appear to have any. There's a website you can go to. There's one in Port Wayne. And I'm just learning about them. I don't think I'm crazy, but they're more than license plate readers. So when they approach the town someday, they probably will, you might want to check into them a little bit more. You do. They're run by artificial intelligence, facial recognition. I even saw stuff where they can, you got Bluetooth on in your vehicle, they'll scan that, get your phone on, they'll know where you're going. They build a database on every vehicle. I got some information here. You can just go on the computer, type in flock. I have better results on like DuckDuckGo. I go into Safari, I don't get as much stuff, so I think they're kind of screening things. But it's just big tech. I think it's just big tech. See what they can get away with and do what they're doing, collecting information. We have a right to privacy. So I just figured I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna tell you guys about it. There's a couple little things you can look at. Maybe it's nothing, I don't know. It doesn't appear to be by the law enforcement or anything. But I'll just leave these here. I just noticed the first ones, I don't know, a couple days ago, going down through the roundabout, I was like, oh my God, there's one right there. And then I saw one in between Brule and Iron River, it's like, oh crap, it looks just like in the pictures. So,
What does that look like?
they got a solar panel on them about, I don't know, 20 inches by maybe 15 inches up on a black pole, 7 or 8 feet in the air. And then there's a camera below it. But with the size of that solar panel, it's telling me it's needing some electricity for what it's doing because I've got little hunting cameras that'll send me pictures to my phone. And that solar panel is only like that big. It does a lot. It actually, I can click into it and it'll show me a live video, you know. So to have a solar panel that big for a camera, it must be pretty busy. That's just my thinking on that. They've been out for a couple of years, but now all of a sudden they're just coming everywhere. I just started learning about it the last couple of weeks. They also got stuff too that NEMA nodes that are up on your streetlights, which can do the same thing. Mostly they're for turning off and on. I just started NEMA nodes. I just learned about that a little bit today when I was looking at flock stuff. So I don't know technology. But I'll just leave these here. They're all pretty much the same.
All right, thank
You
you.
want some? Go ahead and grab them and go look on Google. Google it.
Do you have any more public comments? Yes, in the back. John?
John Anderson. I just wanted to follow up on the comments made by the person who just spoke about the flock camera system. It is a private corporation. It is a startup company, and it contracts with police departments throughout the United States. All cameras are networked. There's been a Freedom of Information Act request filed with the Bayfield County Sheriff, I would say about 4 to 6 months ago, and it determined that our cameras, which are multiple in Bayfield, Red Cliff, one in Fort Wayne, and 2 on the roundabout. So that anytime you're heading into Ashland, look at the roundabout, one's pointed down 2 and the other's pointed up 13. The cameras were queried over 4,000 times. That includes police departments far beyond our local jurisdiction, including federal law enforcement agencies. When a query is made to the flock system, the law enforcement officer is supposed to put in some sort of identifying or descriptive information as to why they're querying the system. This includes things like traffic citations, drug investigation. A lot of them will have blank spaces or a couple dots in that spot. And there have been multiple cases around the country, including in Wisconsin, where law enforcement officers effectively use the flock surveillance system, which, as the person who spoke earlier did correctly disclose, contains much more than automated license plate reader technology. And police officers have been caught using that to stalk partners, ex-partners, other people of interest. There's a couple of resources that you may be interested in if you'd like to learn more about this. The first is a website called dflock.me. That is it's got an interactive map that shows where cameras are located all around the country, who the actual law enforcement agency that's contracted with Flock is responsible for those cameras. There's also a YouTuber, his name is Ben Jordan. He's a musician, kind of a creator, maker type person. And he made an excellent investigative video about the Flock system, which actually includes comments from their CEO, one of which is if you're critical of the technology, you must be an anti-fascist terrorist. So, long story short, Bayfield County Sheriff is responsible for the contracting that placed the Flock cameras in Bayfield County. If you would like to get them removed, you need to speak with the sheriff and talk to the county board to remove that line item from your budget process. One thing that you should know, though, is that even though when a county or another jurisdiction decides to stop their subscription with Flock, the cameras remain. And I just point out that they have a lot of really interesting rare earths and precious metals in them, and those are very valuable in this economy these days. So basically, that's who you need to speak with. Talk with the sheriff. The sheriff has already been queried about this, and his take on it is well, I don't really know that much about the technology, and it really helps me find missing people. That's the extent of his engagement with the public. So yeah, I'm glad other people are aware of this, and please learn more about it because it's pretty scary. Thank you.
Thanks, Scott. Public comments? Go ahead.
I'm Jeff Flaroff, with the Service Director of South Shore Ambulance, and I just wanted to bring to everybody's attention, there's a pretty important meeting at the Bayfield County Boardroom, I believe is what it's called, tomorrow at 2 in the afternoon, and they're discussing the path forward with EMS in the county, whether it's good, they're looking at a county service, whether it's a contract. Bottom line is the system, they want to say it's fragile, it's broken, it's failed. And the fact of the matter is somebody needs to step in and help out. So the point of the matter is everybody believes EMS is important. That being said, right now on the South Shore, the 4 towns we serve, we're in dire straits. So if we want to keep an ambulance going, I would recommend reaching out to the county tomorrow at 2. Thank you.
Thank you.
It seems like a small item after all these big important things, but I want to thank all the volunteers that painted the cornucopia fish fry shed or whatever. Looks great. I heard a rumor was going to go a second coat was going to go on, but I want to say thank you to all the volunteers that painted it this year.
Thank you. More public comments? All right, moving on to old business. We have the contract for dumpsters at the recycling center, and I think all we had was the garbage. You have it? Okay. Does it have the numbers on here?
Sure.
You already approved your second? Paul Ellers recommended we approve this. So Republic Services pricing for our dumpsters is, the waste dumpster is a 30-yard roll-off. It's $850 per haul, up to 4 tons, $80 per ton after 4 tons. The recycling metal dumpster is $470 per haul. So that's who we currently have, and they matched the other price that we got. So Paul recommended that we stick with Republic Services.
They weren't doing recycling.
This is for the metal dumpster.
Okay.
So this is for the waste roll-off and the metal roll-off. That's what's on this bid.
Based on that, I will make a motion to accept Republic's bid.
I second
The motion is made and seconded to approve this pricing. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say aye. There is no opposed. So on to new business. Paul would like to have a donation QR code set up for the Save the Boats Fund. I see no problem with that. Is that a problem for you guys? No? Okay. We on good? Is there a motion of some sort?
I so moved.
Second.
All right, the motion is made and seconded to set up a donation QR code for the Save the Boats Fund. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor say aye. All opposed say aye. All opposed. Now we have the request for the picnic license for the Cornucopia Fire Department for Cornucopia Day.
I move to accept the license for the
Second.
There is a motion and a second to approve the picnic license for the Cornucopia Fire Department. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say aye. There's no opposed. We have a request to detour ATV traffic around 88455 Superior Avenue for a wedding on September 26th. What times was that? I forgot.
Well, I think, just to kind of, hi, I'm Sandy, I live at 88455 Superior Avenue, that's where I reside. Anyway, my son's getting married, and, there's gonna be about 100 guests. There's gonna be a lot of, caterers arriving, the different food services, the beverage services, you know, furniture, all that stuff. And I'm guessing it's gonna probably be a lot of traffic and vehicles and trucks and so forth, probably starting around 2 p.m. And then the wedding itself is gonna take place at 4:30. And then the reception will be after that until no later than 10 p.m.
Okay, so 2 to 10 is what you're
I'm
asking?
asking 2 to 10, and what I'd really love is if we could divert all traffic, not just ATVs. And then we talked about that briefly, and I thought that was a really good suggestion. Well, not a suggestion, but he brought that up as a request. I hadn't even thought of that. But the ATVs are definitely really loud.
Well,
And they're just, they're gonna really impede on the ceremony and so forth. So that's my request, just for people to go like, okay, like from the gas station to the community center to Ash and back to Superior Avenue. Does that make sense?
so you asked for the ATVs, so that's what's on the agenda. So
Okay.
if you want us to reroute the ATVs, we can discuss that tonight.
Okay,
If you want the other stuff, we'd have to put that on a different agenda.
okay, yeah.
So that's up to you. So right now, if you
Just
want,
you can go.
let's,
Yes.
let's take up what's on the agenda. Is there a motion or discussion?
I will talk to all the neighbors who reside on that loop personally.
And if they can get to their houses, Sandy and I checked it out.
This is for ATVs.
Yeah.
We're discussing ATVs
Right.
only, right? Okay.
So who's gonna take care of signage?
I would recommend it's up to the owner to do that. I talked to Matt already, and, I think we should have you be responsible for having a sign on County C on the first road coming into town that would make ATVs turn right to the north. That would make the route go north, which is already a route, but a lot of people go to the left, which would bring them around to your house, past your house. So you would be responsible for doing that, and you can work with Matt. He can make sure that what you're doing is okay.
Yeah.
So that would be my recommendation.
Yeah, the other thing I was thinking too, is maybe it ought to be posted, you know, 2 weeks in advance or a week in advance.
We could have it put on the website.
Some people get paid.
Otherwise, sometimes.
And then have it open up that little block to accommodate parking for the guests, so ATVs, yeah, they're definitely a distraction.
It would make things safer.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, that's what it-
so, did somebody make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we permit a detour for ATV traffic around 8455 Superior Avenue, September 26th.
Second thing,
Motion.
I second this.
The motion is made and seconded. The only thing maybe you should add is that homeowner would be responsible for
Yeah.
signage. Is that fair?
Signage, and there should be posted.
All right. So you're good with updating that? Sorry, we're
Yeah.
just doing board stuff now.
Okay, I'll add that, we make the homeowner responsible for signage and that we posted on the website. 2 weeks prior.
All right, the motion is made and seconded. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say aye. There's no opposed. All right, new business number 4. I'm gonna recuse myself to go sit in the audience, and I would like Gordy to share this, so please let me know when you're done.
Okay, item number 4 is a request to close part of Superior Avenue on Cornucopia Day for music. So, we have discussion and decision based on the outcome. Decision. We did hear from several parties that are closely related to this, and I think there appear to be some, disagreement on when or where it should be closed off. So, can I have a motion? And then we can have discussion.
I move that we approve the closing of Superior Avenue on Cornucopia Day.
Second. Wait a second. Jesse? Are you interested in seconding? All right, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Oh, all in favor, excuse me.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, further discussion. Received those 2 letters, one from Sarah Norton and one from Maggie Stevens. And they both expressed their thoughts on it. And I think, there needs to be a little compromise on it, I think, just so that we're not impeding
business to one business over another. And I think we need to look at what our options are. Any thoughts on
Do you recall what we did last year for hours? Start close time?
that? I can
I just, as part of the discussion, this has been going on for, I don't know, 15, 20 years. That we've had entertainment after Corn Cookie Day. And I don't know what it's the hours, that maybe they're too soon, or too early in the evening, or what caused the mishap here. I don't know. We've done it in the past, and we've never had any friction. I mean, it's alternative parking. If that's a question, or if it's locked zone, or I looked at a video that they posted on the internet. It didn't seem like it was very crowded. Anybody could walk from building to building.
Well, one thing I thought of is, would it be possible to leave Superior open and just make it one way? And one way in the direction of C from 13, and allow those parking spaces in front of Ellers. And then that area in front of Rancho would be reserved for dancing, and we could put barricades up there so there wouldn't be any interference between the traffic and those parking places. But, and then utilize the space to the north of Rancho's. Just a thought.
It's on Saturday, right? Their Saturday hours are 10 in the morning till 8 p.m.
If parking is part of the problem.
Yeah.
There's plenty of parking behind the cars,
Well, it's getting access to it too.
but there's access to the parking area from both C and 15. So there should be no problem with parking.
You mean the parking back
Where
where the kayaks park? Kayak?
Yeah.
But is that accessible to the public?
There's a lot what more can you do? I think that should take the whole problem for parking. And for accepting suspension.
Small park, if people are willing to walk. And that was never-
And why should it such a big deal? Because of that space. It should be safe enough. Traffic's going to speed from speed 11 when you can't even hardly.
How about the hours? It was likely attended to the end of
During the open discussion, it was from 6 p.m. till midnight. Elder Store was open until 8, so there's a 2-hour gap there. The street's open for the parking.
And was that the old that from last year?
I don't recall.
You weren't sure on the hours.
I know what Ellers has, and during Maggie's discussion, she said 6 p.m. till midnight. So it's just a 2-hour block that people would have to use. Elm Street Park, there's overflow, or the upper end of Superior, and from the gas station south.
Penny, we closed last year 4 p.m. Just to clarify, that's when we closed the street last year.
Therefore,
Yes, yeah, so this year we would push it back $2 to 6 p.m.
the 6th.
Yep.
I think
That's a good
I
compromise.
think that's,
I think it is a good compromise.
Vote?
all in favor of, I'm gonna just reread this, so that we're all on the same page. Number 4 is a request to close part of Superior Avenue on Cornucopia Day for music. So, all in favor? Aye.
Motion carried.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Can you guys be more specific about where you're gonna close the ferry ride?
Pardon me?
Would it be possible to be more specific about where the road is gonna be closed? Like last year, our access to our parking was blocked.
It'll be from the intersection of Elm Street to,
See.
well,
There's a,
it's gonna be to the end of the post office where the dance is at, correct?
So we won't be able to access our parking.
You'll still be able to use the upper part of
Our staff
Superior.
parks behind the store.
Pardon me?
Our staff parks behind the store.
Can you park behind the store?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can park there.
But that's on the inside of where you guys are supposed to go.
I'm having a hard time
yeah, I
understanding.
can't
They
hear
won't be
you.
able to
sir.
leave.
Pardon me?
They won't be able to leave.
If they park behind the store?
Correct.
Why?
Why?
Because that's inside of the intersection of Elm Street. Elm Street is the Joey's driveway, and we're further down.
Well, we'll just have to leave that open. That,
Last year they didn't leave it.
we
up.
can't,
They
res-
had to
we
move it.
can't restrict access.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
All right, man. It's yours.
Thank you, Gordy. All right, number 5, town board recommendation to the county, DeWalt shoreline grading application, discussion and decision. So that's all I'm gonna talk about on this. I'm gonna recuse myself from voting because I'll probably be doing work there. So,
I read the proposal, I make a recommendation that we approve the request.
There's a second gentleman.
the motion has been made and seconded to recommend approval to the county. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say aye. If there's no opposed, then I do not vote. Town board recommendation to the county, Cloutier land use permit application, discussion and decision.
I move that we approve that also. Make a motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second for the motion.
The motion has been made and seconded to approve the recommendation to the county. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Any discussion?
Do you need discussion?
Discussion, I called, Bayfield County, that's right, yes, zoning, and it is a small parcel, it is R1, so, it's got well on it, and county made a contingent that they would have to get, sewage system with this outside the town of Bell. So does have that flag on by the county that the county's not, even with our recommendation, it's still gonna hold them to the sewer.
Yeah, it's an RV transfer.
Everyone, Hill was right, so.
I'm not sure what the zoning requirement now for campers.
So it's a holding tank, has to be pumped in.
Yeah, just for duration, more than 4 months.
Yeah, it's basically going outside of like we do on Highway 13, camper up there, there's, behind Washington Church, same scenario, and then we did one out on, Spirit Point last year.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The new zoning.
Well, I asked her about new zoning, she says it's not, even if it took effect now, if it's new zoning, it's not even clear. There's supposed to be some homesteading.
Right.
Where we at, Doug?
Yeah. I just wanted to.
Okay, so there was a motion and a second to recommend approval to the county. We had discussion. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All opposed. Town board recommendation to the county, Goldammer land use permit application. That was sent out a while ago.
Yeah. It's about 30 pages. I move that we approve the request.
I'll second that motion.
Except, I have one question.
So I mean, the motion has been made and seconded. Is there any more discussion?
Yeah, I'd like to make a discussion.
Go ahead. Somebody go ahead.
Go ahead.
Number one, okay, the entrance is gonna change, in the request to come off the asphalt road to reduce the, likelihood of dust and so forth on Jack Pine Road. My request is when they do this, if it is approved, through the county, that they put an apron on there so there's not, redwood asphalt we've already got there, so they can approach without having to climb up that or break the asphalt, with any trucks or anything that's coming in the future. It's pretty common that you apron a driveway when you have a public road. I do appreciate the fact that they took into consideration their neighbors and the dust, to be collected, so. I also looked at the plans for the storage building, that bullshit, impressive building. I wish they would have thought of that when it was first approved. The town has already approved the site. This is a modification to what we've already approved. The way I read the materials, skipping those stuff. That's all I have to say.
I think that's wise, but about the here.
I was just gonna mention, Mark was talking about doing the access right away, going through with the new line, if that affects it in any way that should be.
I didn't, unfortunately, I didn't spend enough time looking at the agenda. I don't know what side of the roads, we have planned to put the pipe toward the lake. I'll put the side and check right now. The engineer's looking at this stuff.
This change proposal is not on Jack Pine. It's gonna come off the asphalt, due to the recycle center.
Oh, okay. So that should not.
Do you want to update your motion, Ken? You recommended approval, but then you added a stipulation.
The county actually, yeah, yes, I do, yes, I did amend that. I make a motion that we approve it with the exception they must put an apron on the asphalt.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second
The motion is made and seconded. Is there any more discussion? All those in favor, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, say aye. There's no opposed. All right, Jesse, you wanted the future use of the cold storage building on the agenda. Do you have an update on that?
No update on that. It's not really my, I'm just would like to make a suggestion. I don't think any of us should be thinking about the future about to make that as safe because what overhead door on the building is coming off the rollers and it come crashing down and cause some severe problems because it's a hazard. So basically what I suggest is that we not raise anything else in that building with overhead doors. And you can see.
Okay. You wanna take that to the fire department then, and have somebody do that? Contact the overhead door?
But if you want, I can get some quotes on
Okay.
this is just a few things. It'll be a quote.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else? All right. That brings us to the end of our new business. Is there any more public comments? Yes.
In the interest of going forth in board meetings, items 6, 7, and even a little bit of 8, it would have really been helpful to have some description about where these are locations, whether the shoreline grading would have been on the Superior or on Birch Lake. I think it makes a difference. And I think those of us that are going to show up here are interested, and I think we have a right to know that it's public. So I think more description should be available coming out in this meeting versus
Just a bit of information, it is on the county site, that's anytime there's a town board recommendation, the Bayfield County zoning, they have it on there because it's part of their meeting, and they'll have all the plans and all the information on that.
Also, anytime it's a shoreline grading, it's gonna be Lake Superior.
That's good, huh?
Public comments? Yes.
Back in the day, ATV.
Speak up.
Just speak up.
Okay, back in the day, when they started the ATV route, snowmobile route, coming into town, that was wonderful. Now, since then, obviously, things have changed a great deal as far as the machines we're talking about. We've got 1,000 cc's, side-by-sides. This isn't the same little ATV that was going down the trail, coming into the businesses. What I want to know is what the thought pattern is with you guys. Is you go a mile from Sisquid Lake, come down the mountain, and then you go down our road. There's 40 people, 40 different houses that are on that trail. And I'm fine, you got it down to 20 miles an hour, I'm not complaining. But why don't they keep going down Highway C? There's only 2 houses that get passed, Rich and his wife, and you. There's 2 houses.
That was up to the county. That's the only. That's
So
what
I would
it
have
is.
to go to the county to readdress this. But yet, when Mike got that all situated, did he go to the county?
Yeah, the county allowed, that's all they allowed the town to do was open up that much. We've tried to get them to open up all of County C and they won't do it. That
Yeah.
hopefully will change in the future, but that's where it stands right now.
Okay.
So the best thing for you to do is to go to the county and basically keep asking them. And the more people that ask them
Because
about
as
it.
you know, to get to your place or to get to the gas station, well, not the gas station, but to go to Ayler's store, they're crossing Highway C 3 times. Make any sense? I mean, they gotta go past Mark Hulverson's house on Ash. Why aren't they staying on the right side of the road so they don't have to cross again? Then they gotta cross again to go to Poncho's, to the Ayler's, to wherever they're going. It's just, yeah, I should take it up with them. It's, and then the fire department's right there, you know? I mean, what if there's an emergency? We've had 10, 12 go by our house at one time, okay. But what if they're going past the fire department and they got a call? Who's stopping them? No, you're bigger than them. You are. You've got more CCs. Not that many. Well, okay, I'll take it out with me. I'm not trying to cause any problems. I want everybody to get where you're going. I have been suffering the most, but I don't care anymore. I just drink more.
All right, that's enough. Any more public comments?
Yes, I just would like to say that I think it's vitally important for all of us, all of our interests, is that we attend that Bayfield County tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
What is happening up there?
I mean, if we don't have EMS service here, we have a whole bunch of seniors, myself included, that we're all at risk. And we've got to solve this problem. If we can't do it locally, then we have to have the county. So people don't show up and the county says no. There we go. How many people do you, excuse me, how many people do you have for the 4 communities? 8 volunteers.
And that's tomorrow at 2 in Bayfield, right?
In Washburn, at the courthouse.
Any more public comments? Do we have a meeting to adjourn? Motion to adjourn?
I move that we adjourn the meeting.
I'll second.
Motion is made and seconded to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you all for coming.
Because, I mean, working movie this year, you know, so, my husband's gonna be directing traffic here, so he can say park right here. Yeah. Yeah, I'll call the, but I mean, the whole thing should be shut down down here, yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if we.
Yeah, I'll give him a call, yeah.